Hey guys, welcome back to another video of some Skyrim, the Winterhold College. Just getting to it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hall of Attainment.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members. Are we clear? I've seen documents dating back to the late Second. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come, an unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
Tell me more.
The sea of ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain. Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power. Not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us. Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us.
Yep.
Now if you...
I'm sorry, I gotta say this. Celsius Live Fit, the bigger cans compared to the regular cans. Man, I love them. They're really good. I got the blue raspberry. It's so damn good.
Excuse me.
What the hell?
I'm no fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
Welcome to the college.
I was told.
Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
Huh.
Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off.
Yes, mommy. Okay. I'm gonna get into this pretty well. Then the boots.
The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands
Oh,
of
I like the way
years.
I look.
The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The
This must be
Arcanium
that
is located
beautiful
above the
Skyrim
hall,
weather I've
and the
always heard
Archmage's
about.
quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Yes? I disagree.
Oh wow, can you take her go away?
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
Wait, what if I shouted?
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Okay. Shit, where'd she go? Okay.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
Like she's walking down a runway.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Tolfdir. Tolfdir.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
And what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells.
Oh my
all
god.
right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? Well, then. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now.
Okay, now...
the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please.
Aren't we
I
there
think
yet?
perhaps we're ready to begin
Okay,
exploring
I
no.
can't. Wait here.
Sorry, I'm not that easy to get rid of. If you want to run ahead, I won't stop you. But I'll be following.
Oh my god.
nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
I also want to listen to me. I hate it. Okay.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. It's always encouraging to see the younger generation. The key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming at you. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserves.
Okay, okay.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
I just get that because I like to learn everything.
I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
Okay.
All right then.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Gisargo. Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Gisargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Gisargo to become great.
Gisargo. Okay.
There is much for Gisargo. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Gisargo will be successful. Of this there is not... Oh, the only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it. Oh yes, Gisargo hopes to find things that will make him a more powerful mage here. Hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing. Swift handing.
New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. Magic is shunned by most. If it can't be swung over your head and used to crack skulls, most Nords want nothing. Magic is seen as something for elves and weaker races. No offense, of course. Well, look at the evidence. Nords generally don't trust magic, so it's not off to throw in the Oblivion Crisis, which was caused by magic users, and the troubles now with the Aldmeri Dominion, who are elves and magic users. And finally, take the fact that the college is the only thing left standing after most of Winterhold was destroyed. It's all fairly damning. Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere, but magic.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of them. Sure is. I've got another client. Wants me to do some enchanting. You could do the pickup. All right, be quick about it, will you? This is a good... Here's the name and location of the client. You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you. I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. If you can't, perhaps Urag has a... No, I have enough to keep me busy. View it as a chance to hone your craft.
Bro.
I have many important...
It's a big-ass
Another
elf.
new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim, to guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future. Are you quite sure we need to be speaking? I'm disappointed to say I've learned little during my time here.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
This game, I could see having like effects of, because it came out in 2011, before Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And I believe that a lot of the things in this game I see were transitioned over to, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas with the, it's just so cool to see it allowing you to just explore the world. And oh, that's cool. Locate the ancient warrior's tomb. Obtain. Fine. Okay. Cool. Whoa. Telekinesis arrows, my bad. This spell tome will teach its reader the unique art of the telekinesis arrow, giving both a lesser power and the knowledge to craft these special arrows. Upon firing the arrow, one will find it to be suspended, frozen in the air, until the telekinesis arrow lesser power is cast, upon which the volley will be released. It appears that only a certain number of arrows can be suspended in the air at a time. Attempting to fire any more than 10, they are simply returned to the archer's quiver. While suspended, one can pluck them from the air, however. Upon making contact, these arrows lose their magical power and cannot be retrieved, as they contain magical properties of their own. They appear to be impervious to enchantments from the bow they are fired from. Okay. That is pretty cool. Holy shit. Damn, that was loud.
I don't want... You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge.
Okay.
It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs.
Damn.
Now, do you require assistance? As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. But more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Okay, yeah, I could definitely do that.
A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact.
Why does he sound so familiar? Like, his voice is so, like, just nostalgic for some reason.
Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era.
Yeah.
Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations. Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful. I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them.
Anything about an Argonian maid, please? I want the furry. Oh, no.
All right. I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Yes. Yes, Papa Bear. Whoa.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
I care little for idle conversation. If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college. Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Falion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago. He didn't like the Archmage, hated dealing with him, hated having to answer to him. Falion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Arin found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem. By sure no. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it. I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
Okay.
Until next time.
The Yellow Book of Riddles.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
Dragonborn. Okay. Okay, yes.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Oh, nice.
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it. You need something you're... Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits. Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea. I'd advise against it. Theft and assault can get you into trouble as well. As for research, well, a sufficient explanation will cover almost anything. If you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments, it's easier to do that off of college grounds. I hope you've got some coin. Let's just take a look then.
Okay. Okay, I kind of like that look. I'm not gonna lie, nice fresh warm apple pie with some classic vanilla ice cream. Oh my god. Sounds so good.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to.
Bro, I'm just not getting some elf pussy. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Okay. Well, what's your problem with Feralda?
My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks.
Can I raise her up,
She's
please?
not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you.
Don't trust that one. He's up to something. Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet. He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
The hell? Okay. That was weird. That was weird. Okay.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolute. Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Feralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration, one of the best in Tamriel and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic. There are no expectations. This college is a place to study and practice magic freely. If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
All right, then.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't die. Hope it disappears. That'd be weird for it to be there the whole fucking time I play the game.
Can I help you?
So you can cast a few spells? Am I supposed to be impressed?
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. I don't care how many colleges they build, or how much the sea swallows up. I'll outlast them all. You know, Winterhold used to be the seat of power in Skyrim. Now it's a shell. Those cursed mages. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Winterhold. I grant you this weapon from the armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify the guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. Mm-hmm.
Wait, can I be Jarl of everything? That'd be crazy. That'd be freaking crazy. Okay, 1 second. Go meet the wizard.
Everything all right?
Keep clear of the college. Keep yourself out of trouble.
Wait. Bro, how the fuck am I supposed to get over there? Okay. Okay. Wait, what? It's a fucking skinwalker. That's cool as shit.
That'll teach you.
Who the fuck did this? What? Oh my god, excuse me guys, I apologize for that. There was a hiccup and a burp at the same time, wow. Excuse me, that was crazy. Oh, okay, I thought my game was freaking out there. Okay.
This is exciting, isn't it? Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? No, I suppose we haven't. Brillina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time. Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important. I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him. But he clearly doesn't trust any of us. Not really. Just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think. Why? Because it's old and full of dead things? Clearly, you've never spent any time in Morrowind.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence. We're particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered. All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
I want my character to be like a hybrid, so... Okay.
As some of you may know, Sarthor was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened.
Who knows what we might find in here?
I'm not so sure we should be here.
My girl loves Roy's strawberry lemonade, and she just lost her shit when I brought her a little bottle back home. She's like, "Oh, where'd you get that? Oh my god."
This is
Well,
better than sitting
are there
around
any
talking
questions
about
before we
magic,
begin?
Don't you think?
Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class... Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Berlina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them, just identify them. All right, everyone. Let's be careful and have fun.
Yeah, I want my character to be like a hybrid, so I want to be like, you know, a warrior, but also can cast magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna make sure I use that. Oh, what am I doing? I'm so stupid. Shit. Fuck. Oh my god, please open up. Actually, I'm gonna use this one.
Do you think there's treasure here? Something to make Jizargo a powerful wizard?
I heard there's a legendary Bofades.
Do you think there's treasure here? Something to make Jizargo a powerful wizard?
Yes, King.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
Be careful. It's going to take forever to sift through all this. He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work. I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe. What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers, just try and be careful, all right? We don't want to just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can catalog them. All right, then.
Here. The site isn't entirely secure.
What the fuck?
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
Okay. Okay, so increases your health by 20. Then Star Amulet.
Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder what effect might your spells have.
What the hell? Does it want me to do something? I don't know. Let me see. Holy shit, this is actually badass. I might need to check that out.
Well, this is highly unusual and very interesting.
Excuse me. What the hell?
I'm not sure. Well, would you look at this? Appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes. Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
Well, what is
I'm not
this?
sure what to expect here. Please be on your guard.
Hold, Mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you.
Psijic?
You, Mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster.
Awesome.
Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I will.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, the Psijics have no connection to these ruins. And no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? I have no idea, but it's fascinating. The Isle of Artaeum disappeared over 100 years ago, and yet now, if nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Psijics have only ever dealt with those they feel. They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire.
Damn.
Very powerful. No one's seen them. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place. Come on! This is simply fascinating. This is simply fascinating. This is simply fascinating. Be prepared to defend yourself. Until next, is someone there?
That's fascinating.
I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. You, however, should press on.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not going to get fucked up. He's about to kill me, dude.